Welcome to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Webshow on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go. People, check it out. We got something brand new coming to you. Hey, you want to laugh? Well, guess what? If you do, it's going to be a problem for you because this is the Last Laugh Challenge. That's right. Grab your crew and come on through and see who has the last laugh, last. You get it. Anyway, coming soon.
WTW Wrestle Talk Wednesday.
That's right. Get with me, Brian B., as well as buzzing with Marlowe's very own Warren Marlowe, the American prodigy. And you see him, your man from the 1130 podcast, Dre on Wheels. That's right, we the commission talking that Wrestle Talk Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. live. Yeah, be there, subscribe, follow, like, share, get at us. Commission, baby. Look, mama, I fucking made it! I'm on the Billboard! Album out now, y'all. Go get that shit. My album is out right now. Look at the Billboard, man. Look at the Billboard, man. We taking them.
Excuse me. Hey, how you doing? I want to introduce myself. My name is Tyree. Nice to meet you. I get nervous every time I see you. I think you're an angel. I already know your name. I paid.
Look, mama, I fucking made it! I'm on the Billboard! Album out now, y'all. Go get that shit. My album is out right now. Look at the Billboard, man. Look at the Billboard, man. We taking them.
Excuse me. Hey, how you doing? I want to introduce myself. My name is Tyree. Nice to meet you. I get nervous every time I see you. I think you're an angel. I already know your name. I paid attention for a while and noticed no ring on your finger. Damn. Hoping you're single. Yeah. I know you'll see me watching you.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
Get more W. That Gentlest energy drink mix that's going to power you through your gaming, content creation, whatever you're doing, is there for you. Enter that promo code BrianB NRG and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
I'm super muted. I was over here talking to somebody else the other day. I was over here talking to somebody else the other day with that same thing. Yo, listen, it happens, man. I was muted, but I had applause going just to kind of paint the picture for y'all. I had applause. They was cheering. Ain't nobody here, but they cheering. They say somebody cheering somewhere. Yo, let's do it again. Yo, it's Brian B. It's Tuesday night, baby. And I was just saying right now on the mute button that yo, we are number 94 of the Beeline Web Show, man. I cannot believe it. Man, F that, man. Listen, bro. I'm gonna get my applause back because y'all ain't hear that applause. We are number 94, baby, of the Beeline Web Show. Listen, I want to thank everybody who's been following us, who's joined the journey. All right. Calm down. All right, thank you. All right, shut up. All right, there we go. Yo, listen, I want to thank everybody who's been on the journey with us. I was just saying that number 94, it seems like we should have hit that a long time. We've been on for 4 years, right? But we have other shows, man. We got a whole bunch of different shows, entertainment shows. I think there's only like 30-something. We got Live in the Line. We got all this other stuff, the wrestling show we're doing now. And, of course, the holiday specials and stuff. But thank you guys so much. I'm so excited. We're about to wrap up the year this year. We're in Christmas times, you know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to everything that's going to be going on. We have a great guest for you today. We haven't had a guest on in a while, but we're going to meet somebody. She's very influencing because she has a platform of her own, and she's doing her own thing and letting people talk and run wild. But she on with your boy, Brian B. We got straight off the dome. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. But first, before we do anything, we must do this. Let's go.
Straight to the point, baby. It's going down in 3, 2, 1.
People, that's your boy!
Brian B.
Let's go.
Back on the Beeline. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited.
Is the influence you have.
Again with strangers!
You gotta be a clean baby's ass.
Hold on real quick.
Knows the hands of fate.
People, it's your boy, Brian B. Welcome to the Beeline Web Show. Let's go! Whew, man, this is crazy, man. I feel emotional all of a sudden. Like, listen, man, it's been a hell of a ride, yo. I saw a couple of people, that I started kind of doing this with, just doing it around the same time and stuff like that. They recently were making videos about them, ending it and stuff like that. Hey, this is the last podcast. So there's one guy I had on the show a couple of times. Hey, this is the last podcast, man. We had a great journey and all this. And I was like, just looking at it like, damn, man, I almost hung it up this year too, man. I almost hung it up, but I came back, crazy strong after that. Like, I think I needed that little epiphany to realize I'm doing this forever. I'm doing this shit forever. So y'all gonna be hearing my loud ass voice, on whatever platform I can put it on. We are going switching this year. Well, we're not switching, but we're adding. We're going to be doing, Spotify and, audio. We're going to have an audio. We've been basically a video show for a while, web show. That's what I started off doing. And but no, we're going into audio. We're going to put all the episodes on audio as well. So you'll be able to listen to them while you're working out or doing whatever you're doing. And, definitely looking forward to that. But if you haven't already, make sure that you like, make sure that you share, make sure that you subscribe, because we still on YouTube. We still going live every day. And listen, we got the wrestling show on tomorrow. We got the ENT show has been on kind of a break because, we got a lot of shows we're doing right now. And the wrestling show is something I'm really building up, STR, Team STR. But listen, all right, so let's get past all that. This is episode 94 of the Beeline Web Show, the very first show that we had on the Beeline Entertainment LLC. And, we have a guest with us today. And like I was saying, she's somebody that I met through people, and they were telling me about her. I see the posts continuously. I've been adding them to the Beeline Web Show, the Beeline Entertainment LLC group page, and just kind of like getting to know, the platform, and people speak very highly of this platform. So I wanted to talk with the owner, the person who created it, the person who runs it, and we're gonna get to know her today. So I'm gonna let her come on and introduce herself, because I hate when I butcher people's names. But this is gonna be the owner, the founder of Opulence Radio, bringing to the stage Mrs.
Amron. Yes.
Hold on, wait. I got the applause. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Time out, y'all. Time out. I need a sound effect. Way to go. Way to go. Come on. Here we go. Ready, set, Amron.
Thank you, Brian. I love your energy. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. Thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate you joining the show. Like I said, I see that you have a platform. We're in similar fields, and I love having people on and like picking their brains and letting them get some exposure for your creativity and everything that you're doing. So go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and we're gonna start the conversation off on that note.
Awesome. Well, again, my name is Amron, and if you guys are having problems pronouncing it, that's like Cameron without the C. Again, I'm the owner of Opulence Radio, and I'm in North Carolina right now.
Perfect.
Born and raised, that's me. Pretty much it. So I'm a Southern girl.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's really crazy. I don't know if it's just like, if you guys are just making noise out there or something, but a lot of the content creators and people that I've been speaking with lately have all been from North Carolina. We actually just got a new teammate that we're working with on our wrestling show, and she's from North Carolina as well. Like, we've been getting a lot of noise over there. Y'all must staying busy.
Yes, we standing on business right now. We coming
There you
out,
go.
we get in the shadows. Look at us. There's a ton of talent here. And I love it. It's a mixture. It's a big mixture.
Yeah, that's really good. Like, that's one thing about the South, because I'm from the North. Like, well, for the most part, like I'm from Jersey. I've been, I'm born and raised in Elizabeth, New Jersey. But it's
Okay.
just like, I've been in the South for 10 years now, and I'm down here trying to make a life for family and everything like that. I come from a rough area, so it's like it is interesting to see the melting pot. I actually this is a weird conversation we had not too long ago, but the differences between like whether it be the South or the North with certain things. I think we were talking about fighting, like people fighting and stuff like that, and I was kind of like, man, people fight all over. And then my girl was like, no, things are different. And I'm over here like, fighting. What's different?
I'm intrigued now. What is the difference? So are we biting people down south? What are we doing?
I'll tell you. She was saying, I guess because I tell her some really reckless, crazy stories that I've had and experienced or whatever.
Okay.
And she's like, listen, ain't nobody like that down here. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's people as wild as hell down here too. And we were kind of just, powwowing about that for a little while. But it's weird because a lot of the South, or a lot of the people, even the people that I know that I've met, like a lot of them ain't from here. Like you got people from all over, man. So it's like, do you go by that majority now? It's like, you got people from New York, you got people from everywhere, all over.
True.
So it's hard.
Actually, very true. Where I'm from is actually a more of a retirement area now. So we have a ton of transplants. It's rare to actually be in a room with people who are actually from where I'm from.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Pennsylvania, Ohio, just everyone's coming from up north to try to enjoy the weather. And plus, like I'm right on the beach too. Like literally I'm 8 minutes from the water. So
what beach is over there? What's that? Myrtle Beach?
No, I'm about 45 minutes from Myrtle Beach, but I have Carolina Beach, Wrightsville Beach, all the beaches.
I miss beaches, man. I miss beaches, yeah.
Yeah, I'm near like literally 4 beaches.
Got you. Yeah, Georgia doesn't have, there is no beaches around here. You got to go to like Savannah to like we're in Atlanta, but from Jersey, when I was in Jersey, we lived, maybe an hour from Seaside, Jersey Shore. So I lived at Seaside Heights, man. That was our summer vacation spot every single year, and I missed it like crazy. Boardwalk. See, they had like down here they have Tybee Island, I guess it's called, or whatever. And we went one year, and I'm over here amped up, like, oh man, I'm gonna get the boardwalk and the games and the food.
It's not the same.
It's just a beach.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's just open area.
But wait, you're not far from Panama City, are you? Because I used to live in Montgomery. So like Atlanta, Panama City, Mobile was all like 2 hours away. So
maybe it's probably about 2 hours. If it's 2 hours, I mean, I don't know. I never checked Panama. That'll be something that'll be dope that maybe I can go to one day.
Now that you're older, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm mature now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna get annoyed. You ever feel like one of them old people that's, oh, man, listen to these kids. Say that shit like 40 times a day now.
Well, especially when you're trying to do things with your family. It's like, I don't got time for that right now.
I'm telling you. Yo, even things like go to the movies and stuff like that. Like, there's certain things I just can't do anymore because I'm just not engaged. When I was younger, I used to love to go to the movies on like the popular days. Like, go on a date Friday, Saturday night or whatever. I'll go to the movies at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday with no problem. Be the only person in there.
Same.
with no
Same.
problem, yo.
But okay, we do that, but I go to the movies like almost every day. I have one of those like Regal Unlimited things.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I also homeschool. So it's like if you do your work, we can go to the movies.
We gotta talk. We about to talk. You just said something right there. We about to talk definitely. But that's awesome. I literally, the movie theater that we live by now, like that was the one that I used to go to. I really just realized, like, man, I used to go to the movies on a regular basis every single week, see like 2 or 3 movies at the same time, and enjoy it like that. But now, man, the movie theater that we have right around the corner just closed, and I don't even really know where there's a movie theater around me anymore. That's how like less I go now. I don't even know like the next one since this one closed. I
Was
watch
it an
everything at home.
AMC?
It was actually a Regal.
Oh no.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Regal, and up north we only had like AMC's around. Like we had a Regal, like very very few. But this one was a Regal theater. It was actually a pretty good one. Ever since I've been down here, I have always went to that movie theater, and I know there's ones around, but I don't know. I watch everything from home now. Like I got a nice surround sound and big TV, so I watch my shit at home. I don't even waste time no more. But
I was doing that at the beginning of the pandemic, but I'm on this new journey. I'm all about the vibes. So like I have to get out my house. Like it's a whole thing. I have to put on clothes, I have to get dressed, I have to leave. Because I also work from home too. So working from home, homeschooling, we got to go see other people.
Yo, Amron, yeah, we got a lot in common, man. I'm telling you right now, that's literally the life that I'm actually just now getting out of. And like you said, man, I've got 3 kids and family over here. The last 6 years we've all been together with each other, and me and my girl, we both work from home. I literally just got another job where I still finally just finished my last work from home day today, so I'm back out in the world again, for the first time in almost 3 years, and by choice too. By choice.
Really?
I mean, I've loved being home. I love not spending gas money and not being in traffic, because you start to notice just how much of your life is taken over. And I'm talking about time. I'm talking about everything. Thought. You know what I mean? It's taken over by things that you have to do, not even just your 8 hours that you're doing at your job, but then getting home from your job, having to, get gas when you're stupid shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it might
Go
be
to the grocery store, get the stuff for the kids, then their activities. It's a lot.
Yeah. So you get so much time that's, taken from you, just having to do the routine so you can have money to do things that you want to do. And that's what's so crazy. I was kind of having that life where I was just understanding shit, I guess, or whatever. I don't know if it was a midlife crisis or whatever, but literally just having those kind of understandings. And I was like, man, I want to work from home. I don't want to give. The only amount of time that I want to give is whatever I need. I can close that computer and then just go on to my life or whatever and do stuff in my life while I'm here. But like you said, you miss the environment, man. You miss that energy that you get from other people or random situations that happen that kind of give you different thoughts and different predicaments to put yourself in and test yourself. And yeah, so I'm back at it too. So I feel you when you said that right there for sure. How long you been working from home?
I've been working from home since the pandemic. So when I was with I'll say where I was working for Verizon during the pandemic. And then once the call center shut down, like we had to go home. And then like the center just never opened back up. So then from there, like I had moved on to other work from home opportunities, but the pandemic is when we went home.
Got you. Yeah. The jobs that sat there and opened up the opportunity to work from home, they didn't really have a choice, I guess, because nobody could be together or whatever. But I know that showed so many people a different way of life, man. And just like I know I'm not the only one that had these epiphanies. Like, man, listen, I don't need to give my whole damn life, to just to commute. Like, there was one job I had before the pandemic was it was an hour commute. It was an hour commute, and it was sometimes more than that because of traffic and stuff like that. So it was like it took so much just to get to the job and back home, plus the 10 hours that I had to do while I was at it. That's your whole life. Your whole life you doing that shit for 5-6 years. I mean, it's wasteful. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I mean, I love these conversations because it's just they're so open and like it gets to know you as a person as well. You also did say something about homeschooling.
Yes.
Are you homeschooling your kids currently?
Yes. So I only have one. Let's stop there. One and done.
Right. We ain't gonna put no pressure on you.
But yeah, so like I stated, during the pandemic, my daughter has asthma, and once the school started open back up, there really wasn't a clear, concise thing of what we were doing. Like the
Gotcha,
school
yeah.
kept changing the rules. So as far as she's gotten sick where we've been hospitalized from a simple cold. So there
Oh,
was
wow.
no way we were going to COVID land. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, no way.
So what we started doing, and I will shout this out because it's an amazing program with the US. It's called K-12. It is a public school program, but it is virtually online. They individualize their learning program for each student. So it's kind of like you can tailor it for yourself. It comes with everything. So you get a computer, books, all the type of supplies, like everything, like those little tanagrams, anything the kid needs, and you get a stipend as far as your internet. So if anyone's thinking about going homeschool route and they weren't sure how to do it, or they weren't sure how to make a curriculum, I think this is the best route for you because it's still a virtual setting where you can still get the instruction, but you still have to do some things with your kids as well. Because let's be real, just the virtual thing, that's not how a kid can learn completely. Like you still have to put in some effort.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You definitely, you can't just sit them in front of the computer and just think it's gonna work out.
Right. You just can't walk away and be like, you good.
Yeah. No. Definitely that. But yeah, like you're saying, actually, we actually, we kind of got the idea because we do homeschooling for my daughter right now. She's 4. How's your daughter?
So she's 10. So she
10,
started in kindergarten, and now we're in 4th grade. So that's the thing that sucked because we actually had to teach my kid how to read. Like she was almost there in kindergarten when we went home, but she didn't have it yet. So I'm kind of with you with the beginning portions.
Yeah. Because she started. We started her at 4, and we have 2 13-year-olds as well. And my 2 13, they're still in school, but we're actually leaning towards the route of actually homeschooling them too. So they're going from 7th grade to jumping into homeschool at this point. We're trying to get that set up for next year if we can. But yes, like I said, we were both working from home, but my fiance, she's really big in this stuff. Her sisters, and they're actually really doing a lot together to help homeschool. So we have like a classroom set up in the house. We have a curriculum. Like they did everything on their own. Like they literally, my daughter, she can count all the way to like 50 now. She knows her letters. She knows her. Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's not. Another thing that we don't really like is the ritual and the routine of like classic traditional school or whatever. You know what I mean? Like how you have to be in school for 8 hours and just get drilled, and it's so much, man. You don't realize, like, with all the technology, especially, there is such an easier way to help your kid not be super stressed out, to deliver different messages instead of just curriculum to your kids, and really have a chance to mold them. And of course, it's also a privilege. Like this, not everybody doesn't have the chance. If you're a single mom trying to bust your ass and you got to go to work, your kid got to go to school. That's daycare as well. I've said that a million times in the show. That's also daycare. Like, you know what I mean? Free daycare. You're in school, learning, doing anything, making friends. But yeah, you have to put in a lot of effort, even for that part, social, connections, that you don't want your kid just to be stifled and, never experience anything or have any kind of fun with any other, people of their size and, mentality or whatever. So it's very interesting. Very interesting. I don't think we're gonna have this conversation at all, but that's why I love talking to new people, man. But let's go ahead and break down some, business. Let's talk about some business. So the way, like I stated, I got to know Miss Amron here as I was introduced to her by people that are on her platform. Let's go ahead and start with your platform. What's the name of the station that you host?
Yes, Opulence Radio. So you definitely can visit it through opulenceradio.com, and we do have an app that's available on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Opulence Radio started out in 2020. Originally, we were just doing syndicated podcast. As a fellow podcaster myself, my show, According to This Black Girl, I fell in love with it, and I wanted to, like you like something, but you're like, I got to do more. Like, I don't know what I want to do with it. I just got to do more.
Yeah.
Once I fell in love with podcasting, it was the community of meeting more people, just creating more content, just the building of everything together. I couldn't figure out how to get those pieces together.
Yeah.
But I knew what I wanted to do. So once I figured out to create the radio station with Opulence Radio, it kind of bridged everything together. I was very fortunate, like you said, of meeting these amazing group of podcasters. The cool thing about me is, I'm sorry, can I cuss in the show?
Hey, Beeline, she's asking. I'm trying to cut back.
So the biggest thing about me is people who fuck with me for real.
Yeah.
And just because it's a genuine connection. Everyone I met are just dope people trying to make amazing content. Nothing more, nothing less. And it's just a vibe. Opulence Radio is a vibe. It's 24 hours. Now we're not doing syndication. We have new radio shows. We're adding in more music. We're trying to add in more independent artists. So if you guys are there trying to get your music out, definitely hit me up. Amron at opulenceradio.com. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I respect that. And the one thing I was just, talking not that long ago about music. That's a big thing, man. Like if you saw the opening there, my cousin just put out an album and stuff like that, and we've been pushing it. And I mean, we've been involved with music our whole life. Like that's where I got started. Honestly, was my father used to manage different artists and stuff like that, and we kind of was on that journey with him since I was like 6, 7 years old. So that's where entertainment came into my life or whatever. So it's like my cousin, we've been doing music with him for a long time, and he finally just got his first full album, and he got it put out. And very proud of him. But it's like, it's so crazy because doing this and trying to promote it and trying to put certain songs on, or if I want to play a song, you can't do that shit on YouTube, or you can't do it on even live things. You can do it for a second, and then they'll hit you with the copyright clause and all that stuff or whatever. So what's different about when you're playing stuff on like YouTube or TikTok or whatever, or live streams, when you're on the radio station and you're playing it, or do you got to face those same challenges?
No. So basically, I pay a lot of money. So you can buy a music license. You do it for 6 months at a time. So anyone who wants to play commercial music, it's through the ASCPA. I might be fucking up those letters, but if you put it in Google, music license, it'll come up. There's a fee you pay, and basically it's your little pass to play commercial music. The way the man explained it to me when I bought my license is basically anything out there on Spotify is what we're able to play through Opulence Radio. But if you guys are independent independent artists and you do want your music played, please hit me up. And I definitely, your cousin, shoot, I like that song. Tyrell.
Yeah,
I was vibing.
He got some good music, man.
Yeah, but, we can definitely get him on.
That's incredible. Like you just kind of, even to me, you just taught me something. I've been doing it for 5 years, and I didn't know that. But literally didn't know that was a route that you can take, because I personally, we host a show, our entertainment show on Thursday nights. It started off trying to be just talking about movies and different stuff that's coming out and stuff like that, or whatever, movie trailers, whatever, video games. But it started slowly turning right into artists coming on, and they'd show off and they'd sing, they'd do their talent or whatever, and that was the big thing. I used to love it. I'm trying to get back into it, but it's a little bit of a hustle right now. But I always wanted to play music, and I said my cousins, because we played one of his songs previously, and it's his song, but I guess because he had other people that was working on it with him, and somebody did the track and all this other shit or whatever. So I got hit with a copyright claim, and I fucking call him. I'm like, bro, why am I getting hurt with your shit? Like, you're on it with me. And it's like, oh, we had the guy, he did the thing, whatever. I'm like, bro, this is too much, yo. And I wanted to just quit with music, but music is a big deal.
It is.
Especially with radio or, talking and stuff like that. You need that. It's just added atmosphere, and it's also added entertainment for people who are listening to you.
It is. So the goal, honestly, with Opulence Radio, and I'm speaking it into existence, I'm saying it on your show, Brian, hopefully in a year from now, I'll be back to let you know we finally got our XM station. But that is the goal with Opulence. I want to take it bigger. I want to make it broader. I want to get more voices on there and just really make it something that people really want to go to. I want it to be the premier stop, especially for new artists. And for your cousin, definitely hit me up, because we have a morning show Monday through Friday from 8 to 11. You guys can definitely come on, and we can have a little showing of his music. So we'll have him on as a guest, and then have a little playlist so everyone can really get a vibe.
I would love that. Yeah, I'll definitely hit him up. And Tyree, if you're watching right now, you should be watching. You watch my show. But listen, you definitely gonna bring your ass on. He's actually due to come on my show too, but I haven't done my entertainment show in a while. So yeah, we would love that, man. And I know a lot, of previous artists that we've had, on the show ourselves as well, and just previous people that I know, that would love to have an opportunity to go ahead and put themselves out there. That's one of the best things about this industry is you get a chance to promote not only content, but things that you like, things that you believe in, things that you like, you vibe with, or what I'm saying, that you ever had that experience? Well, a lot of people have it, but you watch something, you see something, you hear something, you're like, man, I can't wait to tell somebody about this shit.
Yes.
we have the opportunity to share that with people just ourselves on our platforms and stuff. So yeah, I respect it so much. I want to ask you, like, how do you find the material for Opulence? And then we'll go into kind of how you started.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now. As far as the material for Opulence, I am very blessed. I am surrounded by an amazing gang of just brilliant, talented people. They understood what the mission is with Opulence. They all have their own personal shows as well, and they get what the goal is. We're all trying to grind to make it big. When I say make it big, that's something people that's subjective. That's different to who you ask. Because making it big, like your cousin getting that billboard right there. Shoot, that's big to me. I would love to be there. So making it big is different people. But right now, it's basically just spreading more amazing content, and you guys enjoy the vibe.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. And I mean, like you said, whatever level of success that you hit is definitely going to be compared to, whatever you have that you're going for. But now at the end of the day, like, now there's definitely some subjective success, I guess. But what about the obvious shit? Like, have you ever thought about what money, and also just, popularity, or whatever you want to call it, like fame, exposure? Like, have you ever thought about what would happen if like something just caught on out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, like, because that happens all the time. You sit there and you just doing your regular shit, regular routine, and then one person hears something on your show, on your station. Yo, what's this? And then bam, you're placed in a whole nother stratosphere. And now you're working your job from home, you're homeschooling, but now something just happened, a knock on your door, that opportunity hit. Now, have you ever thought about like that kind of exposure and that obvious success story?
I have. I'm not gonna lie. I have been cosplaying Oprah since I was 10 years old.
Oh wow! You might say, "Hey, beautiful, who that shouting?" Y'all be straightforward in my comment section.
But okay. Anywho, that threw me off. But
all right.
what we were saying was the
You said you were cosplaying Oprah.
Cosplaying Oprah, yes. But seriously, the whole idea of being more of like a boss, or being like more of an owner, and being able to give other people the opportunity will be my ultimate version of success. I've been very blessed to the point of, I love Laura, but I've been very blessed to the point where right now financially, the money's really not what I'm going for. I mean, if I choose to work right now, I'm good. If I don't work for the next year, I'm good. But so the money factor, it's weird. It's very weird, because how I got the money is not how I wanted it. Unfortunately, it's through an inheritance from passing to my mother. But it's one of, you know what I'm saying? So right now I'm straight financially. Like all the things I was going for to get to the big thing was basically finally having my app, finally having a strong team behind me, finally having X amount of dollars in my bank account. I'm there right now. I'm already there.
Gotcha. Okay.
To me, to get to the next level will really to be more of a Opulence, to be a household name. I want people to know Opulence. When you say Opulence, you automatically know the logo. You automatically know what it is. Kind of like Starbucks, or like Starbucks. Hell yeah, I'm saying it.
No, I feel you. And that's something that I think, even I didn't really understand when I first started doing this. Like, I just got into this, like you said, everything that you just said times 20 and shit. Like, I got into this just wanting to talk stuff, man. I've always wanted to kind of have my own platform to talk shit. I did want to do radio when I was younger. I don't know if I ever shared this. One of the things that really got me into like talk shows and stuff like that was, I don't know if anybody knows or anybody remembers, but it was a radio show on Hot 97 in New York in the morning called the Star and Buck Wild radio show. And they were known for being like haters. They were haters of everything. They used to really say some fucked up shit. They got in trouble a lot of times, but I used to love them motherfuckers. They were so controversial, and it was so fun to listen to, because it wasn't your regular everybody smiling and sunshine and shit. They would talk shit, man, and they would just be reckless with it. And I remember listening to that stuff, and I used to love it. I used to go on online chat rooms and stuff like that back in the AOL days and everything.
Okay.
And we go and just hate, just talk shit and troll people. And I used to love that shit. And from all the way back then, it's like 5th, 6th grade to, you know, growing up now. And so I was like, man, I always wanted a platform. So to be able to speak and enjoy, to be able just to do what you want to do, that was my only goal when I first started this. I was like, I just want to let people listen to me, talk shit, whatever. But then when I started and I understood the importance of, like you were just saying, like the
Yes.
branding aspect of the name that you have and just having your logo seen. And instead of somebody saying, I got a fucking shirt somewhere, what's the Beeline or what's Opulence? You know what I'm saying?
They know. Yes.
Motherfuckers just look and say, oh, that's the Beeline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that like the biggest goal? Or is that some like, oh,
it's a known thing. Your brand is now it's embedded into them. Whatever
yeah,
that thing you were feeding them, whatever you were cooking, they finally are eating it up.
yes,
So
yes,
it's,
yes.
I guess that's really the goal. But also, I like the fact to be able, like you said, have a platform and have a voice.
Yeah,
Everybody has a story. Everybody has a different perspective. But
yes,
I can't do Beeline like you do Beeline. I don't care if you seriously wrote it out and I said what you said word for word. I
yeah.
can't do you like you. Everybody has to put their own stank on it. And
Mm.
Opulence has its own flavor with every single show. So every single day, you're going to get a whole new flavor, a whole new vibe. And it's just amazing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at Laura over here. I'm trying to join the team. Let's go. The Allura Hour podcast with Allura. Allura, one thing I could definitely say about you is you're on and you're always on live. You stay in the limelight. And just stuff like that is important for getting your name out there, man. Showing people that you're available. You know, one of the guys that I had on a while back, I was kind of saying this to myself a lot, but he came on the show and said it. And one of the things he said, man, you got to just keep putting that shit out there until people get tired of you, and you
Yes.
still put it out there. You know, let them delete you, let them talk about you. Man, this guy's always posting every day. Yep. And I'm
Yep.
like, keep
Show
doing it
is.
every day. That's how I got to know you, because the people that's on the show with you, like we've had on the show previously, I've done previous shows with them and stuff like that. And I kind of just started, you know, meeting this group of people. Like they kind of have like a circle, really. And
Yeah,
you know,
we tight.
yeah, really tight, and
Gang, gang.
cool ass people, man. But I started seeing them and they were just posting every day. And I like to share what I like enjoy and stuff like that. So I literally was sitting there, you know, just asking people about it. And Miss Tara from the I'm gonna fuck up everything. I don't know enough.
From Opinionated Sense, and she also has Thoughtfully Opinionated Monday
There
night,
you
8
go.
p.m. No, excuse me, 8 p.m. Central on Opulence Radio.
Look, she owned that shit. Don't be gearing up like that. Look, we know Tara from Live on the Line because she was talking that shit. Talk about Brian B being light skinned all the time and shit. But let's see. Let me get some of these comments. Comments are flowing in now. Not dial-up days. Yeah, listen, bro. That was the dial-up day. I was on AOL chat rooms and shit. That was back in the fucking day. What up, Warren? Team commission, baby. Stay consistent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely all day. And yes, gang. Oh, you got some love in the chat. But yeah, we were doing all that stuff, and you know, Tara was talking about, you know, she's the one who introduced me to you, and was like, yeah, you should have her on because, you know, she's got a lot going on, and also, like, you know, black-owned business, and that's another thing that we definitely want to support and build up as well. Now, I wanted to ask, like, one of the things that I don't like to do, I don't like to box anybody. You know what I mean? What I mean by that,
asking me, am I black mixed with black? What you?
No. No, not definitely not that. But I was asking, like, you know, what I mean by that, I don't like to put anybody in a box. I don't like to you know, promote somebody as, oh, she's got a black radio station. She's got black content. Yeah, exactly. But it's like I feel like, especially from doing, like, you know, the editing work and stuff like that, and working with different individuals and stuff like that, like, you don't want to sound secluded, in my opinion. You don't want to sound like, oh, all she does is black. All she does. So I wanted to ask you, yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to bring up. Like, having a black business and supporting our people is always amazing. But do you have anybody else who kind of comes to you and says, hey, I see your platform, I would love to talk about, maybe I host a country show. Are you interested in shit like that? Like,
honestly, I am. Okay, I'm black. I'm black.
Be honest.
So, I love the fact that this Opulence Radio is a space for content creators of color to come and express their voices. There are a lot of different spaces for many different people. We have some networks are just women, some networks are just sports, some networks are just blurs, some networks are just wrestling. Opulence Radio is a creme de la creme of the people of color curated. Now, everybody there, I'm not saying Mark might show up now. If Mark got some good content, he can definitely come on. I'm not going to exclude anybody, but I just want to make sure whatever you're giving me is going to flow with what we already have.
That's the important factor, and that's what, like I said, and I had to learn this shit because I've done stuff where I've sat there and just kind of classified somebody, especially when I'm advertising them to come on the show, and they're like, "Hey, we actually, we do a little more than that." I'm like, "Oh, my bad. Like I'm trying to, I'm trying to, place you in your own shit. I can't do that." And I think sometimes that's where people can lose certain opportunities because, like you said, you still have to be true to what you're doing. But you don't never want to have anybody classifying you as one type because I'm pretty sure if you had the initiative to go ahead and start a whole business and teach about, like you just said, that they're playing music, like there's so many people that I know that are struggling trying to play music on their platforms and dealing with Facebook and dealing with everybody, hitting them with these clauses and shit. And you got the information. You're the first fucking person out of everybody I've ever talked to that told me that. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Why would I put you in a place where it's like I can only classify you by your appearance or classify you by what I see? And that's why I always give people the opportunity to present themselves instead of me, boxing you in and shit like that or whatever.
Well, Brian, thank you definitely for not boxing me in. And like I said before, we're all about everyone getting together. And the vibe is basically to build a community. And actually, a shameless plug, we have an event coming up on January 13th, running into January 15th, MLK weekend, where we are marching to the record book again. We're going for the longest video podcast again.
I heard about that
last year. It was amazing. If people were a part of it, imagine being at your grandma's house as a little kid with all your cousins. It was just a vibe. And if you guys missed it, definitely hit up our YouTube, Opulence Radio, or go to marchtotherecordbook.com. You can sign up for the march if you want to participate and become a sponsor. And go ahead and see everything we did last year.
Yeah. That was around Thanksgiving last year, right?
No, MLK weekend. We do it.
Oh, okay. It was around that time. Gotcha. Yeah. Because I remember we were hosting. We did like a Thanksgiving podcast palooza thing last year, and that's where I remember hearing about like somebody was going for like the longest recorded podcast or whatever, and I was sitting there like, damn, man, that's a hell of a job.
That's the thing. A lot of people are thinking like, I do not want you to be here for 50 hours, Brian. We went to sleep. We did.
Yeah.
But it's a baton relay. Like I got you, you got me. You do this amazing content. I come through, finish with my amazing content, and we just keep going. And honestly, it's a good time to really meet with people that you might not have an opportunity to meet with. Imagine being in a room with people that do things that you normally don't do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not familiar with the Blurred community really beforehand. Like I knew like shows about Marvel. I knew shows about like anime, but that's really not my thing. So I thought that wasn't my thing. But meeting Blurticorn with Montel, that was an amazing show because he taught me with especially the Blurred community. It's about like that's a hard word.
Inclusivity.
Yes.
Inclusiveness. Okay, I got you.
All of that.
Yeah.
But it's basically about showing the people who are in the darks, the people, the underdogs, the people in the corner, and showing how they rise up. And especially being a Black person, dealing with that all the way of, coming up and really, making a difference and making changes. It kind of was parallel to how it is in a lot of those shows. So I learned something myself. So again, definitely hit up March to the Record Book. If you weren't in there last year, be there this year, or just basically come watch.
Oh yeah, I definitely might try to jump up in there. And I'm gonna squeeze my big ass in, whatever. I don't care. I love being a part of every fucking thing. Like so that's why, like, that's why I, like you said, part of this journey for me as well has been just like, the meeting of the amazing people. You know what I mean? I've met some shitty people too, doing this. But even with that, I've tried to take the good from it and just kind of understand like everything that I've learned, especially this year of doing this. I'd have to say, like, I've interviewed some people that I never thought I'd talk to in my damn life. I've had phone calls with people that I never thought I'd talk to in my life, and I thought that was the high mark. I thought that was, this man, I'm talking to this guy, I'm talking to that guy. I thought this is the best shit in the world. And then I realized the downfall from that, and I was like, man, but this is killing me. I'm relying on this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm forgetting my personality. I'm forgetting what I bring to the table, and I'm relying on all these celebrities and different shit. and it just broke me, yo. That's why I was almost done with this shit. And I came back, but I needed that to come back and understand, like, bro, you were supposed to be here doing what you're doing now. And that's why it's like the level of understanding and commitment and dedication that I'm giving to this going forward is just on a whole nother level. And then meeting you guys have been just like, a whole nother level as well, because it's amazing people, man. Like, the link that you get from the people that you're connecting with in this journey is just an incredible experience. We're lazy ass travelers and shit. We get to meet motherfuckers sitting down doing shit. The easiest shit in the world.
But very true. You're able to have these conversations with people that you normally wouldn't come across. But what I like is, like, Brian, even though I've never met you before, you're my people. Like, you get what I get. Like, you feel like you have a passion for the same thing I have a passion with. Like, even if we sit here and we could probably talk for hours and hours about the shit we love,
I feel it.
and 9 times out of 10, it's the same thing. So, like, especially with the March, I was able to be surrounded by a group of amazing, dope ass people who all loved what I loved and who all were trying to achieve the same goal. And that kind of rode out with Opulence as well. Those amazing people fucked with me. They ride with me. They liked what I did. I like what they did. Let's make a show.
I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm really loving it, man. I'm really looking forward to like everything else that you guys have coming forward. Beeline, like I'm like definitely, go follow it. Like you're gonna, I mean, you see it now. Like, these guys are everywhere. And you've seen a lot of people come on the show, whether it be Darius DC, What the Shit podcast, Tara, like with the Big Smash. Remember Big Smash came on? Yeah, really, really fun people, man. There's so many different personalities, but so much energy and so much like, also like intelligence as well, man. It's like everybody's got their own level of like a smarts and understanding and wittiness, and it's just a lot of fun meeting cool ass people, man. It's crazy that this experience is giving us all of this. You just thought you was gonna come on here and just talk some shit every now and then or whatever. But I wanted to ask before we kind of transition, whatever. How did you get started in this industry, like podcasting, or was this something you always wanted to do, or just something that you kind of just opened up to?
No, so I mean, with my voice, I knew that I felt like my voice has always been a gift. I wanted to figure out a way to kind of get paid for things people were getting paid for off my voice. At one point in time, I did the call center thing for a minute, y'all. I was working for an answering service, and I was the voice for like 97% of their things. I wasn't getting any extra money for it. So it's like, so I got to come in early and record all this stuff, and then I don't get nothing. It got old. It got old for other people capitalizing off of me. So I started doing like voice acting things first, as far as like reading audiobooks. And then my best friend introduced, she was having a life crisis, and then she wanted to make a podcast. You know how that go.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I don't do anything just because. I'm not that person. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it for real. So I researched podcasts. I started figuring out, well, what the fuck you do? How do you do it this way? What is the best way for us to actually make a show? And that's how According to This Black Girl was created. That comes out every Sunday. We're in our 5th season now, but that was the beginning. That was really the beginning.
It's always funny to me, and nobody take this the wrong way, okay? But it's always funny to me. A lot of times, man, I don't know if it's just men and women, but with me and my wife and everything, and what you just said, women like y'all will go and you'll do the right shit. Y'all research, you'll pay attention and do stuff. No, put that to the side. Use that one. And me, my ass, gorilla, put it here. Fucking does it work? No, fucking throw it out and start over.
No,
that's my life, yo.
But that's the thing, Brian. I hate starting over. I hate having to be like, oh, now we got to pivot. So I feel like if I take like 30 minutes to research how to do it, or ask somebody, like I have that's the one thing people need to stop doing. Ask somebody. If you don't know how to do something and somebody doing something that you don't know how to do, ask them. The worst thing could be like, I ain't gonna tell you. Basically look at people around you, use them as resources, and get the plethora of knowledge you need.
Yeah. I think that that's definitely something that is beneficial. Like I said, it's funny, but it is accurate as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I also see the flaw with people who and this goes really deep in a lot of ways, in some cases, with people who do too much research and don't do enough action.
True.
Because you can read some shit forever, and then if you don't put nothing behind it or try to do anything with it, you just got knowledge for fucking the rest of your life. Me and my fiance, we definitely talk about that a lot, because one of our biggest advantages we have for each other is I'm go. She's research. So she's like, wait. I'm like, let me go. I'm gonna read it. Here, do it like this. All right, I'm going. All right, and then we work together in that way. So I definitely do understand, like, better preparation, because that's what else we were talking about earlier, like, just having time. If you have to start over, you're taking more, an hour project may take you 3 hours if you don't pay attention and do the shit correctly or efficiently. So yeah, it's definitely a lot, man. You learn a lot from just different things that you're doing by doing something. Did you ever feel like you needed to just do something? Was that something that you kind of like had an itch for?
No, it wasn't that I needed to do something. I wasn't happy in my life. I was working for someone else, doing a job that I felt like if I do this for 30 years, would I'm gonna walk away with like 80K, my 4, like it just wasn't enough. Like this whole working for someone to move up and maybe be somebody's supervisor just wasn't sitting well with me.
Listen, I feel like sending you like a whole bunch of episodes that I have on my show. Like you just said before, like we could just talk for hours. We are the same fucking person right now. I'm telling you, that's the same thing that like I said, I don't know if it was a midlife crisis. I don't know what it was, but if you're lucky, I think you hit that reality of like, yo, am I just going to do this shit forever? Like, and just be this, whether it be a customer service guy, or I used to deliver ice cream, and then you see, here's the thing that really fucks you up. Then you see that person who's been at that job and you hear about him. Yeah, he's been here for 20 years.
Fuck that. And he got like a 98 Prius. Like, what the fuck? No. Get the fuck
out. Gonna do?
No.
He got a greeting card when he got fucking retired. Like, yo, I don't want nothing to do. I like, if there's anything I can do in my life, that's where I started working from home. I don't even do that shit. I was just like, man, I want to be fucking home. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's the last 3 years. I'm like, I can be with my family more. I can at least take time back, and work that way. But, that shit didn't work out because I hated doing that too. But it's just, like you said, this for me, I know that this is what I want to do. And it sounds like you and you know that that's what you want to do.
Yes.
And to be able to at least know that is such an advantage in our fucking, for us that we have, because some people don't even know, man. Some people can't figure out what they want to do to even get away from their, structured life, or, their 9 to 5s and everything.
I agree. I don't know. It was the whole idea of growing up and there being like a whole plan for my life. Like people had an idea of what I was supposed to do. And I was following this plan of what people thought I was supposed to do. Because of that, I have a whole degree that I'm not using, Brian. Like not ever gonna use it. Can't use it. Not gonna touch it. But I just got tired of kind of living for others, and I finally decided that I had to live for myself. And even as a parent, a lot of people get confused with this because they say they live for their kids. Y'all know y'all kids gonna get old, right?
Right.
And then what you gonna do?
Yep.
Like,
be bored.
Exactly. You still have to have yourself. Like, yes, I am a parent. Yes, I own Opulence Radio, but I'm still Amron. I'm still me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm just really like enjoying the conversation and everything like that or whatever. Like, I'm trying to make sure I'm hitting all the key points so people get to know you. But like you said, I think one of the biggest things you've said throughout this whole conversation is that you're you, man, and you can just tell in the way you talk, even the way you ask, like, can I curse on here? Well, I find weird ways to kind of read people a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing this shit for a while. When you talk to those people and they're just putting on a production for you, and it's not genuine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When people be boring. Fake, or they're doing their I hate their like persona when they're on the air.
Yeah, like that's
a whole nother motherfucker.
I cannot stand that shit, yo. And I've had a bunch of people that have done that. And people like, I've had people accuse me of like, people don't know me for sure, but just, that's why do you have to be that way to be on there? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean be that way? This is me forever. I've never been different. Like, this has always been me. And it's just, I do understand certain people, like, everybody doesn't have a giant personality. Everybody doesn't have, certain factors, that make them interesting or engaging or for whatever reason. But at the same time, like, I just can't fuck with people who are just so disingenuine. Like,
But
it's
you
just,
can
it's just
feel it
another
though.
level.
People are going to smell it, even if they're buying whatever they selling for a few months. After a while, it's going to turn off.
Yeah.
Something's going to come out, and that other version of them is going to be seen. So
Yeah. Yeah. So what's some other things that you do besides your show and everything? You got any other like goals or hobbies that you like to do?
as far as goals and hobbies, the biggest thing, I love to travel. That's my new thing, and I'm
Yeah.
very fortunate right now. For 2024, I'm planning a trip every 3 weeks. So
Mm.
it's like I'm continuously planning on a trip. So what I'm going to do on the trip, what's my itinerary? It
Yeah.
keeps me happy. But I'm going to places that a lot of people don't go. Y'all, Detroit, I'm going to Indianapolis. I'm hanging out
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in like
You always gotta
different
be the
spots.
moon. Yeah.
But really, I'm trying to build a freaking podcast army. While I'm in these cities, I'm gonna take advantage and meet different shows. If anybody does this, shout out Regis. If you have like their virtual address, when you go to different cities, you can have like a workstation that's only like $20 a day.
Oh,
And I'm gonna take advantage when I go there and just like record as much as I can.
that sounds awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, have you ever wanted to do that thing like where, I mean, you sound like you're kind of like gearing up for it, where you get the damn vans or whatever and convert that shit into a house and just travel the fucking planet?
I
I
hate to
would
drive.
love to do that, man.
My partner, like, he would probably love that shit. But like,
Yeah,
okay, like I got a kid, he got a kid, like, so we ain't never gonna be private again. Like
bruh.
that is gonna work. Like that was the logistics. He was like, "You don't want to do?" No. Mm-mm.
Listen, man, I would if like you just said, like that's something that I look at as like a goal. Like when I get older and stuff like that, the kids is all grown up and everything like that, and I'll just take a van and just fucking be out, man. Fuck bills and rent and just live off the land and wild out. Like me and my girl, we're big like we're talking about homeschooling, self sufficiency. We garden every year, like. We about that life about shit. Like we ain't fucking around trying to just rely on everybody. I would
I
just love
love
to
the
be that
idea of
independent.
gardening. I just suck at it. I suck at it so
Yeah,
bad. I will kill a
it,
plant so quick.
it took us a while to get the hang of it too. That was another situation where, like I said, fucking gorilla man life. I was just digging holes and just putting shit in it, and it worked. Like we've had I'd say out of the 4 years we've done it, we've had like 3 really successful gardens. Like,
That's
and
good.
we were prospering like really really well, but it still is a journey because it does take time. It does take taking care of, but it's so rewarding, man. Especially with like all the shit that's going on now, where food is so much money, and then you had
Yes.
the pandemic where you couldn't really go out, and you just saw like how fast shit can change, and you're over here, robbing people, whatever the fuck you got to do to try to feed your family because
Yep.
if you don't have it, you know what I mean, like. It's just difficult, but it definitely opened your mind up to so many different things. I hope that a lot of people, like us, really experienced the change and just what do you really want out of life, man? Maybe that's the
Yes.
best way to say it. Like, what do you want out of life? What do you want out of what you're doing?
For yourself. That's the thing. What
Yeah,
do you want out of life for yourself? Because a lot
exactly.
of people live for their family or working for this goal, but what are you doing for you? That's
Yeah,
it.
I
It's only
agree
one
with that.
like life. You don't have there's no like there's no dress rehearsal. There's no round 2. This is it.
Yeah, true, man.
So
Everybody's working for that picket fence and all that shit, that the American dream. And, people hear that shit and they get sucked into that story, man. But you forget, like we were just talking about, you might work for that business and be the most successful fucking person on the planet because you did nothing but break your back and fuck people over. And or maybe you just did it all the right ways and just got lucky and everything just worked out for you. But then you understand you get 45 and you're like, damn, well, what do I do now? I guess I have all the money. I have all this shit. And you buy a car and you never really just enjoy because you never step back and you're always chasing somebody else's shit, man.
mhm.
I'm trying so hard to save my kids from that life, yo. I
You
try
gotta be
so hard.
present. You have to
Yeah,
really be present and really be grateful for what you have. And a lot of people, that's the problem. Like we're always chasing the next thing. Like I'm going to be happy when this happens. I'm going to be happy
yeah,
when I get this. You really need to be happy for what you have. Because a lot of times, think about your old self, probably proud of you, for where you are right now. There's a version
yeah.
of you that would love to be where you are right now, even if you're probably struggling. So
Definitely that.
definitely
Definitely
be
that.
happy for where you are and being present for what's happening right now.
Yeah. It's really good messages. What do you talk about on your podcast? Is it kind of like a
Yes.
variety?
Well, for according to this black girl, that's pretty much like black relationships. Me and my best friend talk about how, maybe ain't shit sometimes. But
Here we go. Let's go. Okay. Fun's over. Let's talk some shit now.
but I mean, it's pretty much you're basically hearing our girl chat. You're reading our group chat. That's according to this black girl. Then I had Village Vibes on Opulence Radio at 8 p.m., which is kind of like a continuation of this, Brian. And I would love to have you on my show.
I would love to be on it.
It's basically a conversation. We're building a community, getting to know each other, and just having a good ass time.
I love that shit, man. Those are the shows that after all the years of doing the interviews and trying to find I've been through it, like you said, same thing for life, the same thing for this, you know what I mean? I've had to go through the process and I need a person for Tuesday. I have to have an interview. Why the fuck do I have to have an interview? I can talk about anything. I can talk about anything I want in my life. It's my show. What the fuck I gotta say? But you feel like you need that because you feel like that's the formula. A podcast, you need people to talk to. So you just, any random motherfucker that wants to come on and talk, you're just talking to anybody. And I was doing that shit for a minute. And then, that's why I don't really have interviews like that. That's why I was introduced to you. And I was like, I want to talk to her. So that's where the difference is. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And it's like, that's the difference now. So just understanding that has been so much more for me. But I mean, I really enjoy doing this a lot, like you said as well, just meeting people and being able to be in a good space. And that's why I have the shows that I have now, like the Live on the Line, where we talk shit. I mean, that's a lot of fun, like you just said about like men ain't shit. Sometimes we've had discussion points about like who has it worse, men or women. We talked about baby daddies and different things. People walking out on dates and shit. Like, listen, we stand strong on our fucking opinions too, because sometimes, man, it's conversations that need to be had.
True.
And I don't mind if it's not if it's not. I'm not one of them people either that's just like, oh, everything's a safe space. I don't mind getting my feelings. If I'm gonna get my feelings hurt, I'm open. But you don't want to be disgusting or nothing. But I'm saying,
True.
like, you can definitely speak your mind. You feel me? Like, oh, I can't say this because then you limit it. Then now you can't really give your opinion because you have to structure it in some fucking polite ass way. That was the whole point of the Beeline. Like, that's how I started my show. Like, I wanted straight to the point delivery of my message or what I'm saying. So there's no confusion. There's no misinterpretation. It's just literal delivery, blunt, whatever you want to call it. But the world's hard to do that shit in now. Like, you really have to factor everything a certain way for everybody to be satisfied with it. Fuck that.
You do, because it's going to be hard not to offend people. And that's a big thing, especially with my platform. Each show, all the hosts, I allow them to be as creative as they want. There was a situation on the morning show where they normally talk about things happening in the news. And it was Saucy Santana, use of the F word. It was a lot going on. Personally, I feel like this. I'm not gonna tell you what not to say. You can say whatever you want, but if I'm on the show, I'm gonna be like, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah. That's interesting too, because you are the host. I mean, you're the platform runner, so it's like, are you faced with those challenges? Like, because you don't want to have somebody come on and be like, that shit'll kill your whole situation. Because your name is attached to it. That's interesting. I don't really face that because we got a platform too, but it's mostly my variety. You know what I mean? I have some people I work with, but it's mostly all my variety. So anything I say is just, if I fuck it up, I fuck it up. Like, I'm taking a risk off. But you have other people that you're trying to work with. Do you find that more challenging?
Yes, because we're artists. We're all artists, and all of us is sensitive about our shit. I have to make everybody happy. I have to make sure everything's good. And it's a lot because, like I said, I have a team, but my team is very small. It's really me holding, late nights, doing what I got to do majority of the time. And sometimes things happen. I'm not perfect. And it's not going to be perfect, but I try to do my best at all times. But it's hard. It's hard making everybody happy.
Yeah,
it's like being in multiple relationships, honestly. It's like, here comes this text. Oh, Lord. Yes, baby. What you need, baby? Whatever you need, I'll make it right.
There go another one. Hey, DJ Steady, what's going on, brother? Yeah, definitely a lot of people. We've met so many different people, man. I'm really glad to add you to that list as well. And yeah, I cannot wait to, continue to get to know you guys and everybody on Opulence Radio. Beeline, definitely. We're going to put the link in the chat. I've been kind of forgetting to do that lately, but luckily it's only really been me and just people that, come on and talk shit with me. But yeah, we're going to I'm definitely going to make sure we spread this around and let you guys know where you can find it. So what are the platforms that Opulence is on again?
Right now you can find our app on the App Store or on Google Play Store, or just go to opulenceradio.com.
Got it. So literally you have an app that I can go on, I got an Android. That's right. Talk shit.
Yep.
Where
I got it. It's okay. I got it. I got a Samsung. I used to work for Samsung.
There we go.
So I get it.
Fuck around, yo. People be trying to clown us like we got a damn flip phone or something. Like
that'd be the dumbest thing when people are like, oh, you got a blue bubble. Stop it. Stop.
I'll be tripping, yo. And I'm selling phones again. I'm back to that life or whatever. But listen, a lot of times these phones be better than them iPhones. Y'all paying all that money for nothing, man. But everybody likes their own shit, whatever. But yeah, so I've lost my train of thought even talking about it. But I know that I didn't know that you got an app that you can download and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. And if you guys
right
have
there.
Amazon Alexa or Google Home, if you're sitting there, please ask Alexa to play Opulence Radio for you at any time.
That's easy. When shit is easy, that's where it's the most beneficial, because motherfuckers, if they got to do anything, motherfuckers don't want to click a link. And I'm not trying to hate, but I'm being a dead ass real. Isn't that something you experienced too? Like
yes.
you put together all this, promotion and marketing and stuff like that or whatever. You got to have that shit as basic as fuck. There's so many times, listen, Amron, there's so many times I sit there, you see me, I do all this shit. Like you said, I do all this marketing, everything. And I put a whole commercial together. Oh, the Beeline, fucking Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. You don't know how many times, almost every time. Hey, what time we start?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Doing all this extra shit for us. Just give me my phone number. Just call it a day.
It's funny that, but you are right. I try to make it as simple as possible. But also, if you do come in contact with me and I hit you with, let me hold your phone, I am downloading my app onto your phone. Just let me know. This.
That's the best way. Yo, I know that's another thing. I know so many people that, as far as their marketing strategies and stuff like that, and their advertising and everything, the word of mouth connection is the simplest and the quickest way, man. Like, Harris is drinking. Our boy Harris comes on here. Harris is fucking reckless. Like, cool as shit. But he's a bartender on his side or whatever. And he literally goes, he talks to people. He told his story on Thanksgiving. He goes, he talks to people, meets people at the bar. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Like, wears his shirt or whatever. Yeah, I host the show. Blah, blah. Hey, give me a phone. Let me show you. I'll show up. Put it. And bam, you got a subscriber. You got somebody else. You have the numbers. And I feel like talking now. Damn, you're fucking me up. I was about to close. I'm going to close in a minute. But the numbers, you know what I'm saying? That I don't give a fuck about anymore. I don't care. Like you were saying before. Money, I would love it. I would love it. I would love to wake up and just have 1 billion people have those eyes. I don't pay attention to that shit anymore. I just love doing this. And I've learned from that. It's not that I'm doing it because of that, but it's just I literally am learning from that. I'm just giving my all to this. I'm not doing it for a purpose. I'm not getting let down because I'm not expecting anything. I'm just enjoying this shit. And the numbers go up because of that, though, because he literally surpassed me with the subscribers. He was just meeting people. I think that's one of the best ways, man. The old school foot patrol, whatever, and just talk to people. Hey, yeah, I see your shirt. I like your shirt. You got a business or something? Yeah, well, I got a business too. Check out this site. It's black owned, and people are like, oh, really? I want to support some shit.
Right.
Listen, bro. There's a message in here. But Amron, it was great having you on. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We usually do about an hour on the web show. You're more than welcome to come on any show that we host. I would love to come on your show as well. Yes. I will talk to my cousin, and I am also going to shop you around as well. Like we have a bunch of different groups that we're on Facebook and stuff like that as well. So definitely a lot of love, a lot of support. But we got to do one more thing before we leave today. Beeline, this is the Beeline Web Show. Let's go. And we got to have Amron test her luck and go. Straight off the dome, baby. That's right. So we're going to go ahead and pick a card out here for I got my bucket back, guys. I got my bucket. Listen, I lost this shit, and man, I was coming on the fly. I had like 5 people on here one day. I was trying to over here make stuff up on the fly. All right, so we're gonna do. This is gonna be a game where we pick from the bucket. We have a bunch of 4 questions on each paper, and we're gonna share the screen here for the timer. And then you're gonna give you those 20 seconds to answer these 4 questions. They're not challenging, but they can trick you up. It's really weird, but it does trick you up. They're usually pretty easy, but sometimes people get really tripped up about it. All right, let's go, guys. Let's give Miss Amron 20 seconds on the clock, and we're gonna count it down. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay.
Favorite drink?
Ginger ale.
First thing you do in the morning?
I smoke.
Last horror movie that scared you?
Oh, Insidious.
Dream house or dream car?
Dream house.
Yes, we got a winner. Yes, we doing big things over here.
I was nervous.
Listen, it's so crazy because when I first did it, right, I was like, all right, so I think the first time I had like 10 seconds, I was like, shit, ain't nobody getting that. Then I said, all right, it's 20 seconds. And I'm like, man, 20 seconds is so long. It's easy ass question. I think one of the ones I had a question like pancakes or waffles. And it's crazy how
That's
people
hard.
get tripped. I'm telling you, people get tripped up quick. So I've been doing. I still haven't made the board, but I'm gonna make a board so I have an accurate number. But I'm pretty sure the last couple of people that came on, they just passed. But before that, we had like 4 losers. I was like, damn, y'all would think fucking faster. But that was awesome. All right, so we got another winner to add to the board. Amron,
Yay.
thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. And Tara, thank you so much for introducing us.
Thank you.
Guys, please go and follow great content and great content creators. You see, she's definitely doing her thing. And in my opinion, you're doing your thing for the right reasons. You're not doing them trying to be selfish. You're trying to engage. You're trying to expand. And also, Amron, I do want to say this on the air, like, and you're more than welcome for anything you want to say. But we have I have a chat that I do on Facebook where we have a bunch of different creators that are on. And I know a couple of people from your platform are on that as well. I would love to add you. And maybe it'll be a way you can meet some people. Yeah, I mean, you can leave whenever you want. Sometimes we do have like, you hear that shit all day. But we connected. And one thing I can say positively is I think there's about 30 of us in that chat now. And I think maybe only 2 or 3 people have dropped out. So it's been really successful this year. It's my second time doing it. And we network. And yeah, I mean, it's just great. Like-minded people, man, and feel free to promote, feel free to put whatever you want in there. If you need any guests or anything like that, we are always trying to help each other out. But you got anything to say you want to say in closing?
Definitely just hit us up, Opulence Radio 1 on Instagram, and please download the app, opulenceradio.com. Brian, thank you.
Yeah, I'm actually downloading it right now as well because I don't want to forget, because we're about to go upstairs and me and IT Tiff, we about to jump on that Fortnite. You know what we do at night. We go Fortnite crazy, But let me go ahead and just so I can see how easy it is. All right, I'm going to my Google page, and let me go ahead and make sure I spell that shit. Oh, damn, it popped right up too.
That's right.
There we go. All right, let me make sure I'm downloading right there. Opulence Global, right? Is that that's the name of it?
Listen. No, it's just Opulence Radio.
Just Opulence Radio. Okay, let me just make sure. I want to make sure I got the right one.
And it's gonna be like a white and purple icon. Yeah, kind of like a uterus. I don't know how else to describe it.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. My phone updated and changed how I get things. I don't know why, but it doesn't show me things right away. Let me make sure I have the right one here. Opulence.
It really is easy. I'm not sure why it's taking them that long, but
yeah, literally, yeah, it really is. My phone just did an upgrade, so it's not showing me the. See, it's not even showing me Opulence. It's showing me iHeartRadio. So it might just be me right now. I think I gotta reset it before it does it. But listen, go ahead and go get on the Opulence Radio app, and make sure you support great content and great content creators, man, because that's what we're doing here. And really glad to have you. Really glad to speak with somebody who's like-minded as well. It's very refreshing, and it lets you know that you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Like that's definitely another way that I look at it when I'm speaking to somebody who's like-minded, like I am. Not doing it wrong. But all right, Amron, thank you so much. Beeline, listen, I love you guys so much. We here on Tuesday, but you know tomorrow is Wrestle Talk WT. We back at it, yo. We got commission at 5 o'clock, and then we have Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, at 9 o'clock. And we're going to be doing big things. Until next time, stay true, stay positive, pay attention, baby, because we got radio hosts out here and radio creators and content creators that are looking to spread their messages and their word and do things big and build their life. All right, y'all. Stay true. I'm out.